Hello students, welcome back to Phenols chapter. In this video, I'll explain reactions of the phenol. The first reaction is known as the electrophilic substitution reaction. Electrophilic substitution reaction. Electrophilic substitution reaction. Now what do you mean by electrophilic? Electrophilic stand for electrophile. Electrophile, and it is represented as E plus, like it is a Br plus or NO2 plus, or it can be CH3 plus. You have studied in the first year bromination of benzene, Br is attached, or chlorination, nitration of benzene, NO2 is attached, alkylation of benzene, methylation of benzene, CH3 is attached. All these are examples of the electrophilic. And substitution means what? Hydrogen atom present in the molecule getting replaced by these electrophiles. Let me give an example. When benzene reacts with the concentrated nitric acid in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid H2SO4, nitric acid is a reagent. It provides electrophile NO2 plus, and hydrogen atom present is replaced by NO2 plus. That's what you call substitution. One atom replaced by the some other atom. So we'll get now here benzene ring attached to the NO2. We'll get nitrobenzene. Remember, benzene is a electron rich, can easily attack electrophile NO2 produced in the reaction, and the side product is a water molecule. Sulfuric acid act as the dehydrating agent, removes water molecule, right? This is the example of electrophilic substitution reaction. One atom replaced by the another atom or group of atoms, and the group of atoms should carry the positive charge, electrophile. Now we have got phenol. Phenol is benzene ring attached to the OH group, correct? It is a mono-substituted benzene. On benzene, there is a OH. OH contains, oxygen contains two lone pair of electron. It is involved in the resonance. So one of the electronic effect is resonance effect plus R effect. Plus R effect. So now what will happen? Lone pair undergoes delocalization. Weaker pi bond breaks and bond becomes the charge. So we are going to get resonating structures. So I'll be writing all the resonating structures. Okay. These two double bonds are as such. Here negative charge is formed on this carbon atom. Then we have got double bond O and H. The oxygen has lost its electron pair and other remains as such. Now this charge undergoes a delocalization. Charge becomes bond, bond becomes charge, right? So we'll be writing next structure. So we have now this one, wherein we have got charge here. These are two double bonds are there now. Then we have got double bond O plus and H. Again it continues. Charge becomes bond, bond becomes charge. So we'll get now one more resonating structure. Negative charge here, double bond, then double bond O plus H, and negative charge becomes bond and bond becomes charge. We'll get back to the normal phenol molecule, right? Normal phenol molecule like this. Now see here, negative charge is there on which position? Okay, ortho position. This is the ortho, you know that, ortho position. This is the para, this is the ortho. Negative charge is in ortho and para position. Therefore, electrophiles, positively charged species, can attack only ortho and para position. Therefore, remember, whenever OH group is attached to benzene, it always gives ortho and para products. Therefore, OH group is known as the ortho-para directing group. Ortho-para directing group. So therefore, whenever there are reactions under electrophilic substitution reaction of the phenol, we get two types of product. One is the ortho product, other one is the para product. Okay, is it clear? Now, what is the first reaction under electrophilic substitution reaction? Okay, we are going to study two types of reaction. First one is called as the halogenation. First one is called as the halogenation. Under halogenation, one type we are going to study bromination. Bromination. Second type of reaction is called as the nitration. Nitration reaction. Nitration means a reaction with the nitric acid. Again, there are two types here, further divided two types. Now here, bromine Br2. Bromine mixed with the CS2, carbon disulfide. Second type reaction, bromine with the water, H2O, bromine water. Under bromination, two reaction. Under nitration, two reaction. One is with the concentrated nitric acid, and other one with the dilute dill nitric acid, right? Dill nitric acid, I said dilute. Okay. So which reaction we are going to study? Electrophilic substitution reaction. Okay. So under electrophilic, first type let me take is known as the bromination. Let me go for specific example. Bromination of phenol. Bromination of phenol. Bromination of phenol. Okay. Under that first reaction, I said there are two reactions. Okay. Let me take phenol. Benzene ring is attached to the OH. This is phenol. Right? This is phenol. Phenol reacts with the bromine. Bromine is a liquid, is a corrosive liquid. It is diluted with the carbon disulfide or chloroform, CHCl3, chloroform. Bromine is a liquid, disulfide is liquid, chloroform is also liquid. And CS2 is a non-polar solvent. It is a non-polar solvent. Here, one more solvent is water. Water is a polar solvent. Okay. We get two types of product. Remember, orthohydrogen should be removed. Orthohydrogen should be removed. And para-hydrogen should be removed. Okay. So, let me write down ortho product. Benzene ring attached to the OH. And to the ortho position, bromine will write. Another product. Benzene ring attached to the OH and to the para position. Let me write down bromine atom. So what will happen? These two hydrogen atoms are removed. Hydrogen atoms are removed in the form of HBr now. So side product is 2 moles of HBr. Okay. That means I require 2 moles of bromine. I require 2 moles of bromine. Okay. 2 positions should be occupied. 2 moles of bromine. 2 moles of the HBr is the side product. So phenol reacts with the bromine in carbon disulfide or bromine in the chloroform. And generally this reaction is carried out at 273 Kelvin. That is a 0 degree centigrade. Lower temperature is required. Okay, to get two separate products. Okay. So first one is the ortho product, second one is the para product. Now we have to name this compound. Okay. Functional group is here. This carbon atom is 1. Carbon atom 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Phenol derivative, correct? This is a phenol derivative. How will you name this one now? This is a 2-bromophenol. 2-bromophenol. And this one is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, carbon number 5, carbon number 6. This is known as the 4-bromophenol. 4-bromophenol. Okay. So phenol reacts with the bromine in carbon disulfide to give mixture of ortho and para product. Okay. 2-bromophenol and 4-bromophenol. So I'll be writing here other name, common names. First one here, ortho, small letter O, ortho, bromophenol, ortho-bromophenol. And second one the para-bromophenol, para-bromophenol. If they ask you to write down which is a major product, which is a minor product, both are not formed 50-50. Okay. So remember, ortho product generally the minor product and para product generally the major product. Now why it is so? Because bromine atom has to come to the ortho position here. There is a little bulkier group here. Okay. OH group is little bulkier. So what will happen? Br cannot come very closer and easily to the ortho position, but it can easily goes to the which position? Para position. Therefore, para attack easier, ortho attack not that easier. Therefore, major product is always the para product. Okay. So this question can be asked, which is the major, which is the minor. Okay. Yeah. Now this is with the bromine in carbon disulfide. So we'll go for bromine in water. Bromine in water. Okay. So second set of reaction is bromination using water. Phenol, benzene ring attached to the OH. Now we'll make use of bromine liquid dissolved in water. And remember here, this water molecule, water can act as the polar solvent. Polar solvent. When solvent changes, okay, reactivity also changes between the reagent and the reactant. So this is phenol now. Okay, phenol. Now what will happen is that this will be producing more of Br plus. It will produce more of Br plus easily. Okay, polar solvent produces more of Br plus. Therefore, it easily attacks both the ortho position and the para positions. Okay, so both the hydrogens on the para position, ortho positions, and one para position removed. We'll get a tri-substituted product. So benzene ring attached to the OH. Then remove first hydrogen, remove second hydrogen, ortho position, and one para position. How many hydrogens removed? 3 hydrogens are removed. But that will combine with what? Br. Okay. So actually we require 3 moles. Remember, 3 positions are occupied, 3 moles of bromine required. Okay. So phenol reacts with the bromine water. Phenol reacts with the bromine water to give. Now name the product. Carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, carbon number 5, and carbon number 6. Okay. So this is called as 2, 4, 6. Between the numbers comma should be there. Tribromophenol. Tribromophenol. Okay. And you'll get here white precipitate. This will give white precipitate. Right? So two reactions. First reaction with the bromine carbon disulfide, which will give ortho and para products. Okay. Next one, with the bromine water will give only one product, tri-substituted product. Okay. Now, second set of reaction. First set was bromine reaction, bromination. Second one is the nitration. Second one is the nitration. Okay. So next one is the nitration of phenol. Nitration of phenol. Nitration of phenol. First one we'll write reacts with the dilute nitric acid. Okay. Under that first one. Phenol. Phenol reacts with concentrated nitric acid HNO3. Concentrated nitric acid. Concentrated nitric acid contains more of NO2 plus, generate more of NO2 plus. Therefore, it easily attacks both the ortho positions and one para position. So, during nitration, remember we have to introduce which group? We have to introduce the NO2 group, NO2 plus. So, we'll get now benzene ring attached to the OH. Then remove NO2, NO2 and NO2. Okay, NO2. How many nitro groups are introduced? 3. So actually requires 3 moles of nitric acid and we are not balancing it. If you don't balance this reaction, fine. So you should write down reactant, reagent and the product. Okay. Only very few reactions are in organic chemistry second year where they balance it. Okay, and most of the reactions they are not balancing it. So even if we don't balance it, no problem. But there are some reactions where you need to balance it. Okay, because given the textbook for the final examination, what they do, they see the format given in the textbook while correction. Okay, right? So this is phenol now. This is a phenol. Name this compound. We have got carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, carbon number 5, carbon number 6. Now what is this called as the, this is called as the 2, 4, 6 trinitrophenol. Trinitrophenol. Phenol reacts with the concentrated nitric acid to give 2, 4, 6 trinitrophenol. Okay. Now, there is a common name for this. This is known as the picric acid. Picric acid. Why acid it is? You know already. Phenol is acidic in nature. It reacts with what? Sodium hydroxide base. It can produce a salt. Now, the trinitro derivative of phenol is called the picric acid. Some common name is given for this. Right? This is reaction A. Right? We'll go for reaction B now. What is reaction B? Reaction B with what? Dilute nitric acid. Okay. Next one with the dilute nitric acid. Phenol. Phenol reacts with the dilute nitric acid. Dil nitric acid, right? Okay. Dil nitric acid. Dilute. Okay. Whenever there is dilute nitric acid, production of that NO2 plus is also very low. And moreover, this reaction is carried out at a lower temperature. Okay. At around 298 Kelvin. That is at room temperature. Now what will happen? Here, it will attack one ortho position separately, one para position separately. Okay. So we'll get now two different products. We have got phenol to the ortho position nitro group. Okay. Then second product benzene ring OH to the para position NO2. So we'll get a mixture of ortho and para products. Okay. Now we'll write down the names of these compounds. Carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, carbon number 4, carbon number 5, carbon number 6. So this is the 2-nitrophenol, 2-nitrophenol. What about this one? This is called the 4-nitrophenol, 4-nitrophenol, 4-nitrophenol. Right? So how will you write this statement? If they ask you to write down, phenol reacts with dilute nitric acid to give mixture of ortho and para products, or mixture of 2-nitrophenol and 4-nitrophenol. Now I'll write down the common name of these two compounds. Ortho to each other, orthonitrophenol. First one is the orthonitrophenol. What about the second one? Second one is the para-nitrophenol. Para-nitrophenol. Now, in the reaction vessel, it is present as a mixture. They'll ask one question. How will you separate these two from the mixture? Okay. So, there is one method called as the steam distillation method. Steam distillation. Okay. Steam distillation. In the first year you have studied. Okay. Different types of purifying the compound like steam distillation, fractional distillation, column chromatography, all those things are there. Okay. Now this is one of the methods. So what will happen now? What do you mean by steam distillation? To this mixture you have to pass steam. Okay. Water vapors are passed to the mixture. Now At the temperature of the steam around 100 degrees centigrade, one compound becomes volatile and getting distilled, whereas the other one remain in the flask itself. So, orthonitrophenol, first one, 2-nitrophenol is a steam volatile, whereas the para-nitrophenol is not steam volatile. Give reason for this, they'll ask. Okay. Orthonitrophenol is a steam volatile. Orthonitrophenol is a steam volatile. Is steam volatile. Whereas para-nitrophenol is not steam volatile. Is not steam volatile. Give reason for this, they'll ask. Reason is the compound has got two types of hydrogen bonding. One is called as the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. What do you mean by intramolecular hydrogen bonding? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding means there exists hydrogen bond within the molecule. Second type is inter, between the two molecules, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. So I'll write now two types of the products and I'll show you what is intra and intermolecular. Orthonitrophenol has got intramolecular and para-nitrophenol has got intermolecular. So let me draw the structure for the first one, orthonitrophenol. Benzene ring attached to the OH. Okay. Then attach the nitro group at the ortho position. So we have got oxygen, then double bond. Now see here, between hydrogen and oxygen is a electronegative, hydrogen electropositive. There exists hydrogen bonding. There is a interaction. Oxygen is more electronegative, attract the hydrogen within the molecule. This is known as the intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. And this exists in the orthonitrophenol. What do you mean by intermolecular hydrogen bonding? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding between the two molecules. Now what I'll do, I will rotate the structure. Benzene ring. Okay. With the OH. To its para position we have got N, double bond O, single bond O. First molecule. Second molecule like this. OH is attached. Then N, double bond O, single bond O. Now what will happen? Here, this hydrogen cannot interact with the oxygen. Okay. Distance is more. It cannot bend like this. Okay. Because it is a perpendicular to this carbon atom here. It is like a perpendicular. So they are linear. It is a linear. Okay. This bond is linear. Is bond linear. They cannot bend here. They cannot form the hydrogen bonding within the molecule. There will be a strain in the molecule. So what will happen now? Instead of that one, oxygen of one molecule will attract the hydrogen of the neighboring molecule. And this kind of bonding is called as intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Whenever intermolecular hydrogen bondings are there, what will happen? All the molecules will come closer. All these molecules come closer and causes association. Causes association. When it causes association, it cannot be made volatile. If you want to make it volatile, higher temperature required, which is more than 100 degree. Okay, which is more than 100 degrees centigrade. But steam will be at 100 degree. At 100 degree, orthonitrophenol is volatile, para-nitrophenol is not. Therefore, para-nitrophenol will remain in the flask itself. Okay. So how will you give the reason for this? Orthonitrophenol is a steam volatile, para-nitrophenol is not. This is due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding in orthonitrophenol and intermolecular hydrogen bonding in the para-nitrophenol. In para-nitrophenol, there is a association, okay, and the boiling point will be more than the orthonitrophenol. So in this video, we have studied, okay, two types of the electrophilic substitution reaction. One is known as the bromination, other one is the nitration. Under bromination, bromine is the carbon disulfide, Second one with the bromine water. Nitration, first reaction the concentrated nitric acid, second one is the dilute nitric acid. See student, in the organic chemistry chapters, you will be studying more of organic reactions. You need a practice. So, what you do is always you have to practice, take your rough work book and start practicing. Each reaction write down 5 to 10 times unless okay, become thorough with that. Okay, and organic chemistry very volatile. If you write now, tomorrow morning you cannot remember. Okay, it's not easy to recall. So keep practicing all those. Okay, clear? Yeah, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed RD Chemistry, please do subscribe, like and share the video. Thank you.